Hey, it's your pal Susan, and it's Wednesday. So Wednesday, it's Ask Susan Live, and here we are. I'm going to just check in I'm on my phone. I'm going to check in on our Facebook group to see if anybody's here. If you are, say hi, and let me know what's happening. I thought about a question somebody came to me with saying, Susan, you know what? I feel like I'm invisible. Like, I feel like everything I've ever wanted, what I've been asking for, it's like nobody's listening. So my question for you is, are you listening? Are you listening? You know, how much have we decided that it's not our job to raise our hands, to shout about us, to celebrate what we're creating and how we're creating? Hey, Harish, welcome, welcome. The most capable woman in the room is often the most invisible one. They're busy doing, creating, making sure everything's okay. And I want to talk about why that's not an accident. Because here's the deal. You show up, yeah? You deliver, you hold it all together for yourself and for other people. And somewhere along the way, you stop mattering to you. Yeah, to you. So let me see a thumbs up if that's you in the comments below. Yeah. The truth is, you weren't born invisible. Probably when you were born, people made a big deal about you. But you were trained to be invisible. Don't make so much noise. Why do you ask so many questions? You want seconds? There's all kinds of little small ways in which we were taught to be invisible, to shrink, to keep things safe. Well, if I don't ask this question, nobody will know that I don't know the answer. If I don't raise my hand, people will think I understand. Now, somewhere along the line, when you were very little, you were taught that asking questions that actually opened up things for you weren't necessarily beneficial for other people. Why? Because maybe they didn't know the answers. Maybe they thought they had to have the answers for you. And just by, putting you aside or keeping you quiet, they got to move on in their life. So what did we do? We perfected it. Yeah, bizarre, right? And nobody stopped us. Nobody stopped you, including you. So here's the tool I want to play with you today. It's a question. And it's a question I ask all the clients that come to me. And they say, oh, I don't know who I am. I don't know what I want. I'm feeling stuck. I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm asking, this is it? Is this it? I ask them to ask themselves just to let go of any thoughts, any expectations, any dreams that aren't theirs, and ask them, what would you love? What would you love? Sounds so simple, right? It's not what would you need to do. It's not what do you have to do. It's what would you love? So I want you to take a moment now and just write it down. Grab a piece of paper, maybe you have your journal with you. Maybe you're listening to this later. Put this on pause and write it down. Now, why do I encourage people to write things down? It's not about journaling as much as when you physically write something down, it enhances your memory retention. It deepens your compensation and it boosts your overall brain connectivity. Yeah. Because the physical act of doing it slows you down and has you actually being present with who you truly be, what your heart desires. It forces your brain to process in a way that's different than just tap, 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 tap. And it synthesizes information rather than transcribing information. So in other words, you take it in deeper rather than just transcribing it, going on to the next and going on to the next. So if you're here with me now, pop in your comments. What would you love? What would you love? If you can answer that, and a lot of people can, you're not alone. I want you to notice that you can answer it. Yeah? You say, well, I don't know. Okay, then sit with this and ask yourself, what would I love? Before you go to bed at night, okay, ask your guides and angels, can you assist me? You know better than I know me. I always say that to my higher self, my angels, my guides before I go to bed. You know me better than I know me. And then I'll ask them a question. It's not about judging it. It's just about noticing. What would I love? What would you love? Because that pause, that searching, that opens up space for you to connect to the universe, because everything is here for you. And that's the invisibility trap, showing you exactly where it lives. The question isn't a small one. It's one that I want you to dive deep on. It's actually probably the most radical thing anybody's ever asked you, because for the most part, again, when you were little, that special age between 0 and 7, where you're told what to do, how to be, nobody ever asked you, what would you love? They said, here, you'll love this. Try this. Don't you love it? Do you see, there's no question in there. There's no place for you to tap in. And that story that you taught yourself, when you start asking yourself, so what would I love? That story of what's not possible, well, it starts to disappear and you become visible to you. Now, don't go into, well, Susan, how this is what I would love, how? No. We're not there yet. It's just about you being really present with what you would love. Because everything's energy. And so that energy that connects what you would love to your heart, to your being, as you sit with it, as you wonder, I wonder what this could look like. I wonder what this could create. Do you get that sense that wonderment is an energy that creates a ripple, that creates a ripple? Now, earlier this week I wrote about, it's interesting when people say, this is what I would love, and they actually don't believe it's possible. See, if you're asking for something in your life, in your living, in your world, in your relationship, and you don't actually believe it's possible, you'll get what you believe. I know, bizarre, right? Yeah. So what would you love? What would you love? Because that story that you can't have what you would love, that was handed to you by somebody who actually was disappointed in their own life. Yeah. So here's your home play. I'm going to be checking in on you. I want you to sit with this question. What would I love? And I want you to write it down, and don't edit it. Whatever comes up, just write it down. And if you're feeling, this is a very safe space here inside Fearless Women Rising. If you're feeling, oh yeah, write it down in here. Let's see what this creates. Now I'm going to be sharing something with you based on this very soon, about a shift that I actually am making in how and the women that I'm reaching out to. We'll save that for later. In the meantime, did you know that you could get a Sunday reset right from me to you in your inbox every Sunday? That also goes on our YouTube channel, Susan Lazar Hart, Fearless Women Rising. Yeah. If you'd like to be the one that gets it right to your inbox so you don't have to search for it, stay close. SusanLazarHart.com/resources. SusanLazarHart.com/resources. Pop your email in there, and what a wonderful way to start your week with a reset, a Fearless Woman reset. Yeah. And if you want to check on the ones that we've already had, again, go to Susan Lazar Hart, Fearless Women Rising YouTube. We're everywhere. We're rising. We're wanting to be visible. Yeah. So let me know what pops for you. This is always a quickie. And let's see what we can create together. Because when we share in what isn't working for us and how to shift and change it, that creates a ripple. And other people are like, oh, I didn't think of that. Yeah. That simple question, what would you love? What would I love? How you start your day is how your day begins. What a wonderful way to begin your day. I wonder what could I create today? What would I love? And include one thing. One thing. Not everything, just one. Because why is that so important? So you can lean into it. Like this morning, I was up very early. It's Ricky's birthday, and I already put his present and a card where he has his breakfast with some special soaps I know he loves. And then I went to the Outwater Market to get some flowers. for our place here, for the place we're moving into. And I drove to the place we're moving into and put the flowers around there and talked to the energy of our new home and brought the flowers here to where we are now and talked to the energy of this home and said, okay, what would it take to go out and find your new family? And here's some flowers to celebrate it with. Because that's what I love, right? What would you love? I love to go to the market early in the morning and it's not crowded and you're chatting with people and it's just smiles everywhere. I bought Ricky a birthday croissant and it's the gift that keeps on giving. When you start playing with what would you love, that creates a ripple in other people's lives as well. So let me know what pops for you. What other topics would you like to cover on Ask Susan Live? Pop them in. You know, I do check in every day. Here's to creating lives we love living boldly, one step at a time. What would you love? Let me know. I'll be looking for you. And how you would love to play in the world. And when we put it out there to the universe says, oh, okay, I can send you more of that. Feels kind of yummy, huh? Have an amazing day. And come on over to our YouTube channel, Susan Lazar Hart, Fearless Women Rising. Please, please press subscribe, like and share. The more people who subscribe, the bigger the numbers get, the more people it reaches. And you know, that's my target, is to create with women who are asking to be visible, to change the world, to be present in a life they love living. Have an amazing one. Bye-bye.